What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. Today, it's a lot of the struggle. There's a real naive part of me that for some reason waits for and expects there to be a time where everything is calm, when there are no storms, when the dust has settled, when problems don't exist, when nothing is weighing heavy on me. And it's naive because life doesn't work that way. And I'm recording this as a reminder to myself and to you that life and problems are synonymous. Problems are puzzles to solve. And without them, without the ups and downs of life, a flat line, it's no longer life. It's death. And I wish this wasn't the case. I have this thought almost on a daily basis because almost every day I wake up to something difficult or disruptive. Something breaks, something needs replacement, something even little that is a nuisance, some issue here, some issue there, a plan thrown off course, a loss, a hurdle or an obstacle, some resistance to overcome, sometimes something that requires me to entirely reconsider and shift everything. It's almost on a daily basis this happens. So because it happens on a daily basis, and I have the thought if this happened for the next 1,000 days or for the next 30 years, the same kind of way of being where I wake up to a new problem. At a certain point, like sitting in traffic on your way to work for 15 years, you get used to it. I think the only problem really is that I consider having problems a problem. Simon Sinek says, always plan for the fact that no plan ever goes according to plan. Problems are always in the realm of probability and possibility. And actually, they should be expected. It's Murphy's Law. What can go wrong probably will go wrong. And that's actually the funny and the most disturbing part. It's usually the thing that I really hope doesn't go wrong, like the one thing I'm hoping doesn't happen that I'm bracing to skate by and hopefully it doesn't get noticed, is usually that very thing that goes wrong. It's like that feeling in class as a kid when a question was asked and you don't know the answer, so you try to make yourself invisible and hide from the teacher so you don't get picked on to answer. And it's usually those very times the teacher notices and feels your attempts to hide and definitely then calls on you. The thing that can go wrong, and I'm hoping doesn't go wrong, ends up going wrong. Now, the cool thing is the power of framing here, because there's a real sadistic part of me that enjoys pain and problems. And when something that can go wrong actually does go wrong, this part of me kind of smiles with an evil grin and welcomes it. It's almost like I wouldn't have paid my dues if I just skated by this problem and didn't have to confront it. And the fact that it now presents itself as something to solve for is actually in service to me becoming better, or at the least reducing my fear by exposing myself to the thing that I was trying to avoid. Now, to be clear, not all of me feels like this glad feeling. A lot of me is disturbed and dissatisfied and bothered. But it helps to have at least a voice in there that redeems you from the troubles by some form of grace or gratitude that you find in the trouble. They say if you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plans. And I guess I'm here for his amusement. But his plans are greater than mine. They see things I can't. And those plans that disrupt mine are what I call problems, when they really could be the solution themselves. Not that I would realize it until it's hindsight and just be bothered by it in the moment. If you do anything, try to become anything or anyone, problems are probably going to happen. You can count on them. And if you think you'll finally relax one day when all problems have gone away, you're going to miss out on a lot of life. And at the end of the day, for some perspective, it's just a bunch of stupid problems of cosmic dust. We're just a speck. I love you, family. Stay true always. I'll see you on the next show.